former security employees that worked for Uber are now suing the company, and they're also alleging that Uber lacks so much security for its users that people who are employed by the company use the app to essentially know about their whereabouts even when they're not using the app. So let me give you the details. Now, one of these former security, or he's a forensic investigator for Uber, released this statement. He says Uber's lack of security regarding its customer data was resulting in Uber employees being able to track high-profile politicians, celebrities, and even personal acquaintances of Uber employees, including ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and ex-spouses. So Uber is one of those apps that asks to have access to the GPS of your phone. And that makes sense because if you're using it, Uber needs to know where you are so people can come pick you up. That means that they can track you based on what this security individual is saying. They can track you even when you're not using the app, right? So you're gallivanting around town, whatever it is, and if someone wants to know where you are, they can just figure it out. Another security official says, former security official says, when I was at the company, you could stalk an ex or look up anyone's ride with the flimsiest of justifications. It didn't require anyone's approval. Now, these are their allegations. Uber is completely denying it. They're like, this is not true. If anyone wants access to this information, they have to go through a very lengthy, detailed process. What they're claiming is something very outdated. But it is interesting information.
So these allegations might seem a little uber the top, but I think that they're actually perfectly normal because, look, people are curious and everybody's obsessed with celebrities and let alone their personal lives. And you give people a little bit of power and watch out. So I've always said about the body scanners, the minute Angelina Jolie is going through a body scanner, every dude in the back, wherever the scanner image goes, it's gonna be like, dude, it's Angelina Jolie, everybody come and check it out, right? And we know that that this has already happened. So, for example, they were doing warrantless wiretapping in the Bush administration, and they were doing it in Iraq. And you think like, oh, we're spying in on our enemies. That makes sense. No, they immediately started spying in on us. And I don't mean just U.S. citizens. I mean the soldiers in Iraq, U.S. soldiers in Iraq, and some of the commanders. And you know what they mainly listen for? Not if they're working with the Iraqis or the other side or the bad guy Iraqis, not the good guy Iraqis. Anyway, no, they immediately started listening in on phone sex. And they would get the guys around. They'd be like, oh, man, Lieutenant Joe Blow's on the... That's funny. Anyway, it's on the phone and he's on with his mistress again. Yeah. And they'd all listen in. Because you give people a little bit of access to private information and watch out. So Uber... I know they're saying, no, we do. We have huge, safeguards in place. They just better be absolutely sure because it is perfectly not, I don't want to say normal like you should do it, but like to be expected human reaction that guys are going to, mainly guys, are going to look at, where their exes are going and et cetera.
By the way, let's keep it 100. Not mostly guys. Women would do it too.
Like for the exes, you totally
right. 100%. Women are more likely to do it with the exes. Come on.
And the current boyfriend.
Definitely current boyfriends. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
You know you want to become part of the independent media revolution.
Go ahead, girl.
Do it now. tytnetwork.com/join.